Good morning everyone. Today we are going to see about the G and M codes of OKUMA 3+2 milling machine, and it is most commonly used G and M codes only we are going to see in our video. And G codes called as a proprietary function and M codes called as a miscellaneous function, and these are the codes most commonly used in our manufacturing industries in the OKUMA machines only, OKUMA milling machines only. Okay, and G00 it's a rabbit traverse, and G01 it's a linear interpolation command. G02 and G03 it's a circular interpolation of the spindle at a clockwise and counterclockwise. Dwell time, in some cases we need a dwell time, so in that case we need to call with this command G04 and prefix with the microseconds or seconds. The next one is G10 and G11. In most of my videos I explain about these codes with the programming examples. It is a datum shift of the work coordinate system. G15 it is called G15 and 16 called work coordinate system selection. The next one is G17 and G18 and G19. So it is a plain selection. The next one is G20 and 21. 20 is most commonly we are not using that, even though we need to know about that. In some countries they are giving an input to the machine with the inches values. In most of the countries we are using a metric input only. In that case we need to know about everything. If in case we are inputting the metric values into the inches programming, that will the program will get collapsed. So the next one is G30 positioning to home position, and G40, 41, 42. It's a cutter compensation command. I will explain about that cutter compensation command in my future videos in detail view. The next one is G50 and G50 and 51. It's a scaling command. I will explain about that G50 and 51 in my future videos in detail. And G53 to G59, two length offset selection in XYZ and 4th and 5th axis and 6th axis also. In most commonly we are using a G56 only, two length offset consider in a Z axis only. If you are not giving that G56, the machine will not consider that tool length. Whatever the tool length you are mentioned in our tool length offset, it will not consider by the machine. The next one is fixed cycle commands. These are all the fixed cycle commands, G73. And before that we have a G71, right? In fixed cycle, like take an example in drilling. So if you are making multiple drilling in multiple plane, if you want to make the movement of drilling tool to the initial point, not our point, to the initial point. In that case we need to give that G71 and M53 command. The next one is a fixed cycle, high speed drilling and reverse tapping cycle and step and pick cycle, fine boring cycle and spot boring, counter boring, deep hole drilling cycle and tapping cycle also. So this is all the cycle I am detailedly explain in my each and every videos. You can see and refer that. And G85 is a boring cycle, 86 also, and 87 is a back boring cycle. There is no more much more complex in this code writing of this fixed cycle. It is a very simple and most commonly used FANUC coding also. It is also accepted in OKUMA. It is a part programming code only accepted in OKUMA, not a macro call. Macro call is little bit differ with the FANUC system. The next one is G88. It's a multi-step boring cycle. So it's most of the G codes is common with the FANUC also. So G90 and 91, absolute command and incremental command. So it is also same in FANUC also. And G94 feet per minute mode and G95 feet per revolution mode. Most of our machines, milling machines, we are using a G94 only. In turning machine we are using a G95 only. Okay. So these are the M codes, and it is a very less only because we are not using much more much heavier codes here. Okay. If you are having a pallet system, conveyor system, subsidiary coolant system, in the so miscellaneous function will be added, and we need to learn extra more. It is depends upon the machine. I am giving a general codes only. Okay, so M00 it's a program stop, and M01 optional stop, and M02 program end, and M03 M04 clockwise and counterclockwise spindle movement, M05 spindle stop, and M06 tool chain for vertical milling machine, and M08 coolant on, M09 is a coolant off, and M19 spindle orientation. In M30 program and review. So these are the codes we are using. OKUMA milling machine as a M codes, and thank you so much for watching this video, and this is for reference only. I'm not adding much more codes, and if in case you want, just comment it below. I will add additional information about the G and M codes of OKUMA milling machines. Thank you.